Hello my dear students, welcome to the chemistry practical demo class. Today we are doing salt analysis, qualitative analysis. In our previous session we did first salt, how to perform salt analysis. Then after the completion of series of tests at the end, we concluded that the salt given was lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice. But today we will be doing one more salt. The more we do salt, the more we become the perfect. Okay. So even in the case of volumetric also, titration also, there we do 3 or 4 titrations so that we will become perfect how to take out the pilot reading and also real 3 Biuret readings. Like that, even in the salt also, we will do some more salts. Today we will be doing in the demo class salt. Okay. So at the end we will conclude which salt is given to us. So today the salt given to me is this salt. Okay, this is the salt given to me. Okay, whose color is white. So what I have to do? I have to perform 3 tests. One is preliminary, second is test for the anion or the acid radicals, and test for the cations or the basic radicals. Okay, right. So with this I welcome you all for today's session on practical demo class for salt analysis. Okay, right. First, I am going for the preliminary test. In that appearance is it is white in color, colorless. Okay. Plus, if I touch it, I am feeling crystalline. It is not amorphous like our sugar crystals or salt crystals. In the same way, I am feeling it is crystalline in nature. White color or colorless and crystalline. Okay, right. Now I am going for what? Heat test. 3 preliminary we have to perform. So I am going for heat test. For any heat test, please use testing holder as a precautionary measure. Okay, right. So I am taking small amount of salt using the spatula or the spoon. Okay. So I am doing heat test. Let us see observation. What happens? I told how to heat. Don't heat directly at the tip of the bottom and face the mouth towards the wall or where lives are not there, people are not there. Okay. It is not making any decapitation sound. Okay. And I am seeing inside it is giving white color gas. If you see inside now, you will come to know white fog, like a white fog. So I am getting white color. Plus I have to see the smell also. How to see smell? I told in my previous demo. Like this, you have to allow vapors to move towards our nostrils. Okay. It is some kind of fishy smell. Okay. So that means what? I am guessing this may belongs to due to the fishy smell ammonium family, because ammonia like a fishy smell, it is irritating, pungent smell. Okay. Therefore ammonia type salts may be present. Okay. And even pungent also is here. Chlorine type radicals are coming. So after performing preliminary test, now we have to go for what? Test for the negative part of the salt. That is anion or acid radicals. Okay, right. Why anions are called as acid radicals? See, what we are doing salt analysis. How salts are formed? Salts are formed by the famous equation known as acid-base reaction. When acid reacts with base, we get salt and the water. Therefore, acid-base reaction is also called as what? Salt formation reaction. Now, whenever salt formation is taking place at the molecular level, hydrogen is removed from the acid. So, after the removal of the hydrogen, what do we get? It is a negative ion. For example, H2SO4. When you remove hydrogen from the sulfuric acid H2SO4, what do we get? SO4 minus. Okay, so that SO4 minus is called what? Radical from the acid after the removal of the hydrogen. Therefore, negative ion is called as what? Acid radicals. In the same way, when you remove OH minus ion from the base, for example, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, from there, if we remove OH minus, what do we get? NH4 plus or Ca2 plus. So that means after the removal of the OH minus ion from the base, we get the cation because it is formed from the base. That's why they are called what? Basic radicals. Clear? So that's why anions are called as acid radicals and the positive ions or the cations are called as the basic radicals due to their combination at the molecular level. Okay, right. Now we will perform test for or the detection of what? Anions or the acid radicals. Okay, right. So I am going for the group 1. Group 1 contains carbonate, sulfide and the nitride. So I am doing test for all these. For this I have to take salt. Okay, then dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, ready. I am taking salt. Then pinch of salt. Then dilute sulfuric acid. This is called dilute sulfuric acid. Please see the bottle, then add, because most of the chemicals are colorless. So we have kept the label. So please see the label before you add. So I am adding dilute sulfuric acid. Then I go for shaking. Let us see what happens. Okay. Now, any brisk effervescence? No. Any evolution of colorless gas with rotten egg smell? No. Evolution of colorless gas with suffocating smell? How SO2 gives like that? There is no suffocating odor I am getting. Okay. Or light brown fumes? No. That means this test is not giving characteristic property which is meant for group 1. Okay. So group 1 test fails here. That indicates what? That indicates the anions which are present in the group 1 are absent. Therefore, when the anions of the group 1 are absent, so I should not go for the group 1, I should go for the next group, that is called group 2. This I told in my first session. This chart is made keeping in mind properties of the salts. Okay, right. So I am going for the group 2 now directly. Why I am going for group 2? Because group 1 anions are absent. Now I am going for what? Detection and identification of the group 2 anions. Group 2 anions are chloride, bromide, iodide, nitrate, oxalate and the acetate. All these are the members of the group 2. Okay, and common test is there. So I am doing the common test. Then accordingly I will classify whether the test belongs to what category. Okay, right. So for this, what I have taken? I have taken salt, then conc H2SO4. Because the acid is concentrated, so as a precautionary measure, I have to use what? I have to use test tube holder. Okay, right. Right. So salt. Okay. Then conc H2SO4. Here because I am using the water, burette or any glass tube because it is very strong. Therefore, everywhere in chemistry, once again I am repeating, precautions are very important. Care and caution are very important. See, the moment I add, reaction starts. Reaction started. Okay, it is reacting. But let us see what. Highly pungent smell I am getting. Okay, so when I am getting pungent smell, let us see what are the evolution of colorless gas. Yeah, it is colorless gas. Okay, that gives dense white fumes with ammonium hydroxide. Okay, let us see. Where is the glass rod? Glass rod is here only. It is glass rod here. Okay, so what I am doing here, I am taking the glass rod, dipping in the ammonium hydroxide. Okay, right. When I dip in the ammonium hydroxide, so I am taking near the mouth of the water, this one. Little just warming, I will just walk over warming. See, I am placing glass rod dipped in the ammonium hydroxide near the mouth of the, see, white dense fumes are coming. What this indicates? This indicates this is giving highly pungent. So from the chart, chlorine may be present, and that chlorine is reacting with this ammonium hydroxide. When chlorine reacts with ammonium hydroxide, what is expected? Ammonium chloride. What is the color of ammonium chloride? It is white color. Okay, so because of the white color of the ammonium chloride, it is giving white color. Okay, so the formed compound or the formed product is what? Ammonium chloride. So I am getting white dense fumes. That means what? I am guessing chlorine may be there, still not guaranteed. I have to perform certain confirmative test. Then only I can conclude that chlorine is present guarantee. Okay, so this is all guessing. So pungent, pungent gas coming which use white dense fume color. Then what I do? I am guessing what? Chlorine may be present. Out of all these, chlorine may be present. Now I am going for what? Because brown gas is not there, violet color gas is not there, light brown is not there, okay, then effervescence is not there, colorless smell with vinegar smell is not there. So all these pairs only I am getting this result. So for this, what is the conclusion? Chloride may be the present. Okay. So to confirm that I am going for test for chloride radical. Okay, right. So what I do? I go for salt. Then what I do? I add potassium dichromate. Okay. Here is the potassium dichromate. Okay, right. I am adding potassium, orange color, potassium dichromate. Okay, right. So what I will do? Then I will add concentrated sulfuric acid. So I have to take the water, this one, because it is a calm K2SO4, very, very dangerous. Right. So I will do calm K2SO4. Right. So I am adding slowly calm K2SO4. What happens? Let us see. So what happens here? So warm gently. Okay, warm gently. So already is coming. Already, see, brown color gas is coming. Very pungent, highly pungent. Okay, so, but still I go for gentle warming. So this is giving what? Evolution of dense reddish. See, dense colored reddish brown color gas is coming. This color is due to what? Due to chromyl chloride. So the color of chromyl chloride is reddish brown dense fume. So it is giving. That means what? That means the given anion or the negative radical which is there in the salt is chlorine. So this is one test to confirm that anion is not chlorine. But still we do one more test. Okay, right. Now what I do? I go for OS. Already OS is prepared here. Right. So this OS I will take OS plus dilute HNO3, then AzNO3. This is OS. What is OS? Original solution. Right. OS plus dilute HNO3. Dilute HNO3, few drops of HNO3. Then I go for silver nitrate. Silver nitrate is kept in the amber colored bottle because silver compounds are highly sensitive to what? Sunlight. Therefore, most of the silver compounds are kept in the amber color, dark colored gas where sunlight is restricted. So now I am adding what? Silver nitrate. What happens? White precipitate. Why was precipitate? By adding AgNO3, if chlorine is there inside, that chlorine will react with what? AgNO3 and use silver chloride. Silver chloride color is what? White color, like a curd. Okay. Because it looks like a curd, so we say it's a curdy precipitate. Okay. So due to the formation of white curdy precipitate, we can conclude that chlorine is the anion present with the salt. And this is the most important reagent for the chlorine. Okay, even we can use this reagent silver nitrate to test the presence of what? Chlorine in our drinking water also. So the water board from the government will take some samples from different area using this reagent in this government laboratory. They check whether how much whether chlorine is there or not. Once they come to know that chlorine is there, then they will go for analysis. How much chlorine is there? By the quantitative analysis. Then when they come to the conclusion that this much is allowed, this much is not allowed. So all those they give the result afterwards. Okay. So now what is the conclusion? What is the inference? Chlorine is the negative. Already we concluded with this chromium chloride. Now with one more. Chlorine is the negative present in the salt. Okay. Right. Now one more I am doing. What am I doing? Salt plus MnO2. Okay. I am taking what? Salt. I am taking the salt plus MnO2. I am taking salt. Okay. Then this is MnO2. This is called black color MnO2. Black color MnO2, which acts like a catalyst. Okay, right. Then conc H2SO4 once again. Conc H2SO4. Okay. I am adding conc H2SO4. Right? Okay. Already reaction started. Reaction started. Now gentle heat I go for. Gentle heat. Because it is a conc. So I have to use hand. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. What is that? What we expect? We expect pungent is coming. Okay. But color is what? Color is dark bluish color. Yeah. That can be seen when you see inside. Okay. Along the sides of the test, if you observe carefully, okay. So there dark bluish color is due to what? This is due to the chlorine only. Okay. So that means what? That means from the three ways. From the three ways, way number 1, silver nitrate, way number 2, using the chromium chloride test, way number 3, MnO2 with conc H2SO4. So from these three tests, we have confirmed that the given salt contains chloride as the anion. So one is confirmed. Now we will go for what? The positive part of the salt that is cation or the basic radical. Okay, right. So for this, you should go for the detection and identification of cations. So again they have divided some groups starting from 0. I am going 0 group is for what? Ammonium. Let us see whether ammonium is there or not. Okay. So for this I am taking NaOH, salt and heat. Okay. So salt plus NaOH. Sodium hydroxide is here. Okay. Sodium hydroxide. Then I have to heat. Okay, right. Let us heat. So this is not a strong chemical, so I am heating like this. If it is very strong acid, so then you have to use whitish color. It smells like ammonia. How to know that it smells like ammonia? For this, what you have to do, before doing this test, first you check the smell of ammonium hydroxide. Okay. So when you are doing real practicals, so whatever smell of ammonium hydroxide is there, if the same smell is there here also, then that is the water. We can guess that it is like a ammonia smell. That is the you have to compare, right? So I am getting the smell. That means I am guessing ammonium type radical may be there. Okay, but it is just guessing. Let's confirm it. Okay. What I do? I go for what? Confirmative test for the ammonium now. For this I have to take what? OS. Then the few drops of Nessler's reagent. Then NaOH. Yeah. So OS already prepared. Right? Otherwise, what I do? I go for little addition of salt, humo salt, so that result is excellent. So salt, that positive part is more in the original solution. So this is our what? OS. So I am taking OS, original solution. Okay, right. Then Nessler's reagent plus NaOH. Nessler's reagent. Okay. Nessler's reagent is very costly. So its preparation is a very 2 to 3 step is there. So a small bottle costs more. So therefore we have to use it judiciously. Right? Okay. Right. So I am adding Nessler's reagent. Yeah. Then I add sodium hydroxide. Okay, see. So let us see after adding the Nessler's reagent. So few more drops of radium. See. Brown colored precipitate due to the complex formation. Brown color precipitate due to the complex formation. Okay, see at the bottom clearly you can see brown PPT, brown precipitate, white, brown powder is formed here. Okay, that indicates what? That indicates this is ammonia. That means what I was guessing now it is correct. So ammonia is present. Okay, so that means what? Confirmation of ammonia. Now I am going for one more test now. Okay, to already I have confirmed. So I will go for one more test. So what I do? I take original solution once again. Once again I am taking what? Original solution. Then I am going for what? Copper sulfate with NaOH. Right? Okay, so I am taking what? Original solution. Right? So with this original solution, I take copper sulfate. Copper sulfate I will add. After adding the copper sulfate, I go for what? I should go for the NaOH. So please wait what happens. Let us see. See, this is what? Copper color. Okay, so copper sulfate, then sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Okay, right. Beautiful. Beautiful blue color precipitate forms. As per the strictly as per the chart. Okay, whatever given the chart, because this chart is done by conducting several experiments test. Okay, by the eminent scientist. So they have written various books on the salt analysis. So I told in the beginning only, we have taken a small portion of that area. Okay, so still many salts are there. Sometimes 3 plus ion, 3 minus ion, 4 plus ion, 4 minus ion. In that one is rare earth, one is specially radioactive. So all those we do at the higher level. So today we are doing what simple salt. It has given a blue color. So formation of the blue color precipitate. Okay. So changes to deep blue. Slowly changing from light to deep blue. Deep blue. That indicates what? That indicates ammonium 1 plus ion is present. And it is confirmed. Okay. So once we confirm, then we can say. Earlier what guessing. Now it is confirmed. So from the test number 1, chocolate color, ammonia confirmed. Okay. Then from the test number 2, this one. Okay. with copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. Ammonia NH4 plus confirmed. So that is what? That is what is our today's report? Today's report is what? The cation or the basic radical present in this salt is NH4 plus ammonium ion, and the anion or the acidic radical which is present is called as what? Cl minus chloride ion. So name of the salt is what? Ammonium chloride. So this salt is what? Now I have concluded. This is ammonium chloride. So in this way you have to write down and you have to show the result to the examiner. No chance of a loss of single mark also, or even 0.1 marks. You deserve to score full marks. Okay, right? Now I will show how to write the notes. Okay, please wait for the how to write the notes. I will show. Right. This is the chart we have to use in our chemistry laboratory. Okay, right. So in this variety of tests are there for a particular anion, for a particular cation. So depend upon the property. Okay. So this is done. So this is allowed to refer in the chemistry laboratory. So how to write? See, whenever you go for systematic inorganic salt analysis, 3 tests you have to perform. Number 1, preliminary. This includes what? This includes appearance, color, odor and the heat test. Okay, only this. It is giving an idea. Second part, detection and identification of anions, also called as acid or acidic radicals. Okay, in this we have 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, right? So accordingly we go for a test, then we will conclude which anion is there. But in our today's salt analysis, chloride is present. Okay, and third part is what? Detection and identification of cations, basic radicals. So today's salt which falls in the group 0, its name is what? Ammonium radical, ammonium cation, that is NH4 1 plus. Okay, so here you have to do 3 columns: test column, observation column, inference column. What all you are doing? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's say you have to make a observation book here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 test. Accordingly, what you observe? Okay, compare with the chart. Then conclude. This is what? Inference. You will write down conclusion. May be present or Cl minus C is confirmed. NH4 plus C is confirmed. So all those you write here. We will conclude here. So once you conclude, you have to do the final report. So cation of the salt, anion of the salt, write down, and name of the salt. Today's report: cation of the salt NH4 1 plus ammonium cation. Anion of the salt today Cl minus chloride ion, chloride anion. So name of the salt is what? NH4 1 plus Cl1 minus Christopher's method NH4 Cl ammonium chloride. So in this way we will perform whatever you have done. You have to write down, maintain the observation notebook. Then at the end you will conclude. That's all. Okay. I think today we are done, and in the next demo class let us see what can be done. Till then, have a nice time and keep studying. Thank you.